A friend of mine recently told me that he thought lawyers were obligated to represent anyone who needed help, like we're public utilities or something. And I get where he was coming from, but that's not how it works. Just because someone has a right to their day in court doesn't mean they're entitled to me or any particular lawyer standing next to them. Let's talk about it. Hi, I'm Joel Chorny. I'm a criminal defense attorney in Tucson, Arizona. And today I want to clear up a really common and honestly kind of dangerous misconception about how legal representation works. People assume that lawyers are obligated to help anyone who walks in the door. And I think that comes from a good place, from a belief in fairness and access to justice. But they're confusing two separate ideas. Yes, everyone should have access to the courts, and yes, everyone deserves a fair shot at defending themselves. But that doesn't mean that everyone is entitled to have any particular lawyer represent them. I can believe in access to justice and still say no to a case, and I often do. There are a lot of reasons a lawyer might decline a case, and it's not always about money. For me, it often comes down to this. Can I actually work with this person? Can we build trust? Are they motivated to fight for their future, or am I going to care more than they do? Because here's what I learned as a public defender. It's exhausting to care more about a case than your client does. I never want to be in that position again. Now that I'm in private practice, I look for clients who are serious, respectful, and engaged. If someone seems like they're going to second guess every move or treat me like a service technician instead of an advocate, it's not a good fit. Sometimes I can tell right away that the vibe is off. And when that happens, I'll tell the person kindly, I'm not the right lawyer for you. I might even refer them to someone else who's a better match, part of being a professional. Everyone's got lines. I'll tell you a couple of mine. Back when I was doing indigent defense, I hated it when clients called me a public pretender, like I wasn't a real lawyer just because I worked for the state. I had the same training, same license, same courtroom, same commitment, but that label, it cut deep. In private practice, the equivalent is when someone says, I paid you to get this case dismissed. That line, ooh, it's an instant red flag for me. It tells me they don't understand how this works, and worse, they don't see me as a partner. They see me as a vending machine, and I don't work for vending machine clients. Now, here's the part that might surprise you and that I think could actually help people. If you want a particular lawyer to take your case, be the kind of client they want to work with. Be respectful, be appreciative, be gracious. That won't just improve your chances of getting the lawyer you want, it might actually help you save money. I know I have lowered my fee for people that I really wanted to work with, and I've raised it for people that I hoped would walk away. So, yes, the vibes matter, and good ones can pay off. So, no, lawyers aren't required to take every case. We're professionals, yes, but we're also human. And just like doctors or therapists or anyone else in a helping profession, we have the right to say, I'm not the right fit. If this surprised you, or if you've got questions about how lawyers decide which clients to take, drop them in the comments. And if you found this helpful, feel free to share it with someone who might need to hear it. Until next time, remember, your rights matter, protect them, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.